Hello everyone. Dave here with a new comic book day haul and recommendations video for all of you. Yesterday was new comic book day. I was finally able to hit up the comic shop and pick up some books. I got books from this week, last week, and the week prior. So I'm going to show you what I got and give you my recommendations. Let's jump right in. I'm going to start with the older books first. These books were released on June 29th, New Comic Book Day. So first up we got Life Zero, issue number 5 from Ablaze. So that's the cover A. And then we got the cover D. And cover D is the Uncanny X-Men homage cover, Uncanny X-Men 158. That's pretty cool. And then from that week also we've got Berserker. Bunch of Berserker covers. Got the whole set. So we got Berserker number 9 from Boom 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 Studios. And this is going to be cover A. And then we got cover B. We got cover C. It's a little hard to see on that. A little dark. It's a foil variant for cover A. And cover D is the foil variant for cover B. The lighting's not great with that. And then we've got cover E. Got cover F. Cover G. And cover H. Alright, now we're going to go into last week's books. And first up we've got Magic the Gathering, issue number 16, also from Boom 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 Studios. And this is going to be the cover A. And then this one is the cover B. This is the Secret Planeswalker variant. It's got the poly bag. They brought the poly bag back, apparently. So yeah, can't see exactly what the cover looks like. I tend to not open these, so keeping it sealed. But this is the cover B. And then we got Time Before Time, issue number 14. And this is from Image Comics, and this is cover A. And then we got Little Monsters, and this is cover A, and this is issue number 5 from Image Comics. And then we've got Dead Box, issue number 3, and this is cover A, and this is from Vault Comics. We've also got The Closet, and this is issue number 2 from Image Comics, and this is the cover A. And then we got a trade back, we got TMNT The Last Ronin, and this is the hardcover trade back with all the issues in it, along with some of the cover artwork. And that's from IDW. And then the books from this week. Not a whole lot. We got Ordinary Gods, and this is issue number 7 from Image Comics, and this is the only cover for this book. And we got King Spawn, issue number 12 from Image Comics, and this is the cover A. And then one of my favorite series finally making a return, Barbaric, and this is the Harvest Blades, and this is a one-shot. And this is from Vault Comics, and this is actually cover B. And this is cover A. Got them mixed up. Alright everyone, so let's jump into the recommendations from this haul. Alright, so first up, we're going with Life Zero, issue number 5 from Ablaze. Let's jump in and check out some of the artwork for this issue. And there's a pretty cool spread right here. All right. Over the glare. All right, so this is starting off at the end of the last issue, where Captain Shaco is about to kill Laura, who was bitten in the last issue by one of the zombies. And he wants to kill her to put her out of her misery of, becoming a zombie. However, he ends up getting stopped from doing this by the colonel who's in charge at the base that they're at. And they end up being given some good but also bad news in a way. And that is that the bites from these zombies don't turn people into zombies. It causes some pain and some disorientation and such for a little while, but it doesn't turn them into zombies. So I thought that was an interesting little change from the normal zombie stories. You know, every other zombie story that I've ever seen in film or TV or comics, books, always it's, you know, you get bit and you turn into a zombie, you know, if they don't eat you, if they don't just eat you, you get turned into a zombie. So they changed that around in this. It's actually just the cloud that started all this that turns people into zombies. This, of course, amplifies the tragedy that him and Laura suffered in a previous issue. I'm not gonna spoil it in case there's somebody that hasn't read the whole series yet, is not caught up. I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, it makes what happened even more messed up than what had already happened. If that makes any sense. But yeah, so now the colonel is sending them off on a new mission, and their mission is to find the guy who created this cloud. Apparently the colonel has a location of where this guy's villa is, so he's sending them over there to pick this guy up. When they find the scientist, he ends up providing some interesting information regarding the cloud, its origin, and, you know, its purpose and such. I'm not gonna spoil any of that. Again, leaving it up to anybody who wants to read this issue to read the issue and find out for yourselves. I don't want to spoil it for anybody if they're not caught up. But I thought that was pretty interesting what they were saying about it. Also on the way there, they also discover that one of the teammates from the previous issue that they thought was dead may not actually be dead yet. So that's interesting, and, you know, I want to see where they go with that. But yeah, I mean, the artwork was still very good, you know, very realistic. I just love this art style from this series. Just really like it. I like the realism in it and everything, the detail. And the story is heated up a little bit in this issue, so I'm glad that they're finally getting into some of the details about the cloud and, and what's going on and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed this issue. And, there's also a little bit of a glimpse into something else, a little glimpse of something bigger that might be out there. Again, not going to spoil it, but it's in there. There's a little bit of a tease, a very, very quick tease. So that's something interesting too that I'm looking forward to. But I'm looking forward to the next issue, which I believe comes out next week. So definitely looking forward to that and seeing where it goes from here. Alright, so next up we have Little Monsters, issue number 5 from Image Comics. Let's jump in and check out some of the artwork here. Trying that, there is a page here that spoils what happened in the last issue. I'm trying to show that. Alright, so this book starts out like the previous issues, where in the beginning we get a glimpse into the past of one of the kids. And in this issue it's Yui, the female, one of the female vampires. She's a survivor of the Hiroshima bombing in 1945. She's walking around through the ruins and meets somebody else who's, distraught over all the destruction and death that just occurred. And that person, which, I'm guessing obviously is a vampire, tells her to come with him, and that he'll take her away, and promises that she'll never have to be near or deal with death ever again. So then it cuts to the shocking end scene from the previous issue. And the previous issue had a crazy ending, just really shocking about what happened. I'm not going to spoil it again. Anybody wants to check, anybody that's not caught up, check it out. But we have the kids that are out there that encountered the pack of humans. There's one lone surviving human now, and he escapes, and the kids are forced to go back home because the sun's going to be up soon, so they need to find shelter. Distraught Raymond, he ends up staying. He's distraught over what happened at the end of the last issue. Eventually, the sun is coming up, and he has no choice. He starts to burn. He has to take shelter. However, when he goes and takes shelter, he ends up running into a big problem. Meanwhile, you have Yui, Rami, and Lucas, who are out there, and they met this human female child, and they end up again realizing they gotta take cover soon. So they take her back to their hideout, and the next issue, I'm looking forward to the next issue because it seems like there's going to be possibly like a real turning point in that for this series. I'm assuming that the other kids are going to come back, and they're going to see that these ones are with this girl that they found, and now that they have this taste for the human blood, they want it. It's insatiable now, the desire for that blood. So I think there's gonna be a fight between the kids, and it's gonna be breaking up this whole group, I think, because these ones, they don't want to kill her. They felt the urge when they got near her, but they resisted it, and I think they're gonna come to blows with the other group. But then also there's the problem that Raymond has to deal with also. So again, unique artwork for this, freaking amazing. The combo of Jeff Lemire and Dustin McGeehan, everything they do is just freaking amazing, and so unique in terms of the artwork, the writing. It's all great. So again, looking forward to the next issue and seeing what happens next. Hopefully don't have to wait too long for that. Alright, so next up is going to be Magic the Gathering, issue number 16 from Image Comics. And let's jump in and check out some of the artwork here. Really do like the artwork in this series. It's very cool stuff. Cover art in this is pretty good too. Alright, so the party end up finding the home of Davril Kane, which was one of the villains, Tybalt's sidekick, that we've seen a few times in this new story arc. They find his home, they break in, they attack. Eventually, they get the upper hand on him and convince him to help them take down his master, the person that's behind everything that's going on. It was nice also that in the beginning they give you a little bit more backstory for Davril. As the book starts out, it's talking about where he lives and how the villagers in the town next to his home fear him, and they tell stories about him and such. But the stories they tell are just kind of like fabrications. He actually leaves them alone and doesn't terrorize them like the previous person that lived in the house that he's taken over. So he's actually pretty nice, I guess, for a bad guy, it seems. Just that, he just doesn't really have, he's not really like an attack kind of person, it seems. It seems like he's just more like he's more suited as a sidekick type person, which is what he is in this story. But he knows, he's got information about the openings that happen, that occur. I guess there's like some sort of openings that occur now and then that allow people that know about them to get to Ravnica. So he knows how they work and when the next one's going to open. And he agrees to send one of the party members through to go scout out the situation before everyone else ends up following. They don't want to send everybody through because they don't know what they're going to be running into. Plus, most of the crew, he says that there's wanted flyers and posters up with their faces on it. So they have to pick the one person in the group that's not actually well known and doesn't have nobody's looking for right now. So I enjoyed this issue. Learning about the backstory to a character is always fun. And especially with this character, like the way that they kind of portrayed it, and I like the look of his house. They show you the house in here and kind of give you glimpses into his life at the house, and honestly, it kind of appeals to me, to the way that I am too. Nice looking house, really cool looking, and just the way that he lives in that house just kind of appeals to me. It's just kind of weird. It's hard to explain it really. But anyway, the artwork is still great, love it, and the writing was very good also. I'm looking forward to the next issue. There's a little preview at the end of this, showed the person that they sent back to Ravnica sneaking around some sort of a interrogation scene or some kind. So definitely looking forward to the next issue and seeing where we go from there. And we got just one more, last but certainly not least, Barbaric, the Harvest Blades one shot from Vault Comics. Such a great freaking series. Barbaric is just, it's a shame it was only 3 issues before, and there's just a huge gap between that 3rd issue and this one that just came out. I've been waiting a long time for this. Let me jump in, show you the artwork first before I start babbling away. Here's some of the artwork. There's actually some artwork from a really funny scene. If you can read the text in there, you read it. It's a really funny, hilarious scene. I'll get into it a little bit later. All right, let's fix the glare. All right, so Owen and Axe are back, and just as great as they were before. All right, this is my gem of the week. Absolutely love this book. Love this series. Just love it. It's been too long, like I said before, and this doesn't disappoint. All right, and it's not really a continuation from the end of the last issue. It seems like it's a bit of a side story. I'm not sure if it takes place before the other 3 issues or if this is happening in between somewhere or something. I'm not sure, but I don't think this is, because I remember the last issue kind of ended with them seeing what the next big fight was going to be. I think that's how it ended, the last one. So this one doesn't start out where the last one ended. So I think this is like a side story, basically. But you have Owen and Axe. They're asked for help in stopping some fire bats from destroying the city. Naturally, he has no choice but to help because of his curse. In case anybody hasn't read the previous Barbaric, you have Owen is a barbarian, and he's cursed to only do good. He has to help anybody who asks for help. And the axe that he has, his battle axe here, talks to him. You can see the face in here. He's the only one, along with, I think there was somebody else in in the series that could hear what the axe is saying, but basically he's the only one that can hear and understand what the axe is saying, except for certain mystics and stuff like that. But he's cursed to only do good. He can't just go around and just kill randomly. He has to only kill bad people and bad creatures and such. So that's his thing. The series is really bloody and gory, and the axe loves blood. He basically feeds off of the blood, and just the banter between the two is just nuts. I'll get into it later, but going off track. But anyway, along the way, they end up fighting a giant spider, and during that time, as they're going to the city, we learn a little bit more about the city that they're going to and the characters who are with him, the ones that came to ask for his help and their motivations. During this trek, they also, after dealing with the spider, have to deal with one of the members of the group who ends up causing some problems, which Axe ends up dealing with in hilarious fashion. It's just funny. I mean, just the way he ends up killing the guy is just too funny. There's a hilarious scene. They end up making camp for the night. There's a hilarious scene in it that I showed you. It was the second set of artwork that I showed you there, where Owen and the female thief who's in the group, Lacandra, are going to have sex, and Owen tosses Axe down, but the way he tossed him down, Axe is facing the direction of Owen and her. And now they're doing the deed, and Axe is just freaking out about it. And he's just going nuts, just like trying to tell him to flip him over so that he's facing the other way and he's not watching what's going on. Obviously, Owen is too busy to be caring what the hell he has to say. So Axe is like yelling at him, and then he's like, you know what? Can you at least hurry it up? It's just the banter between the two is just freaking hilarious. And we hear the noise in the background there. It's raining pretty hard right now outside. But anyway, they get to the city. The fight's already begun. Fire bats are attacking the city, killing people and such. And eventually circumstances change. And Owen and Axe have to decide who to kill. There's a little bit of a change there. A little bit of a revelation about what's really going on. And during this time, there's another hilarious exchange that I just have to tell you about between Owen and Axe, as Owen is trying to decide whose side to take and who to kill. Owen looks to Axe as to who he's got to kill, and Axe tells Owen, he's like, I don't know. Go kill shit and we'll figure the rest out later. Like, that's literally what he says. He's like, I don't know, go kill shit and we'll figure the rest out later. Like, it's just so freaking hilarious, and the artwork with it, seeing Axe's face and him saying that is just so freaking hilarious. It's probably not as funny as me telling it, but yeah, if you read it, I guarantee you're gonna love it. You're gonna find it funny. But yeah, I'm so glad that this book is back. This is a great issue. I like it. It's a one shot, so it's a lot bigger than your regular normal comic issue. It's gory. The writing is so damn good. Again, the dynamic between Axe and Owen, freaking amazing. They didn't miss a beat at all in this issue. And they're one of the funniest duos, Axe and Owen, that has been created in the comics industry, recently, that I can think of. One of the greatest, one of the funniest duos ever. And I'm just so very looking forward to the next issue, which I think comes out soon. I really hope it comes out soon. And I think that one is going to be the actual continuation of the series where it left off last time. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember when it's coming out. I do hope it's soon. But yeah, again, this is highly recommended. Definitely check this out. If you haven't checked out this series, check it out, please. And, this issue here is freaking fantastic. All right, everyone. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then thank you very much. Support is much appreciated. And also to those subscribers, thank you very much, because we've just passed the 100 subscriber milestone. So thanks very much for all your support. It's very much appreciated, okay? Hopefully we can do something to celebrate the milestone. Been talking with James and Jason, and we're trying to set something up and do a video, maybe a live stream, do something, try and do a giveaway of some kind, try and do something special for it, all right? So keep you updated on that. Also, leave a comment down below if you like, and let me know what books you picked up, any recommendations. Let me know if you guys like any of these books. Anybody else a big Barbaric fan out there? Let me know. Let me know if anybody else is. I'm a big fan. All right. And also, one last thing. In the description box, I'll leave some links for the Comic Book Community Awards, the official website. Also, a link for Brian LCS for his channel. He's the one that's actually running it. He's got great content, always putting videos up almost every day. And he also does a live stream every Saturday morning, breakfast with Brian. He does a Fortnite stream on Friday nights also. But definitely check out his channel, give him a sub. I think he's past 700 now at this point. But definitely check it out. Check out the website for the Comic Book Community Awards. The nomination period is going on now, and I think it ends in just over a week. So July 23rd, I think, is when the period ends for nominations. So check it out. Throw some names up there, okay? But yeah, so thanks for watching, and until next time, be safe and be well, and I'll catch you later.